before we get started, I literally just want to show this. I'm wearing pants. I was like, oh, it's gonna be seen for the ad. It wasn't seen. I just wanted it to be seen because I didn't want it to be a waste. Cause I'm going to be sitting, I know. But I showed you guys, so now you guys know that I'm wearing pants. I did a complete wardrobe change. This is okay. So this is going to be filmed in separate days. Right now it is 3:33 in the morning. And I just finished filming the the ad. I'm pretty sure it's gonna come out before this video comes out because I still have a lot of editing to do. But what's it called? This is just a heads up. Okay, before we officially start, I just want to say my nose is stuffy, so I am sniffling a lot through this. It is not in my control. I just can't breathe. This is AITJ, but I will be referring to it as Am I the Jerk, because we are family friendly and I don't want to run into some issues that I don't want to run into. Okay, moving on to the first story. Okay, this is the first story. Am I the jerk for telling my mom's husband that this isn't his house and I'll show him the same respect he shows me? Long title, sorry. I, 13 male, have a stepdad who's a complete idiot. Today I was super hot temperature wise, so I took off my shirt. My mom's husband / stepdad, Matt, started to yell at me that it's inappropriate to have my shirt off in front of my little sister. He called me a perverted creep. I said to screw off. I had my shirt off all the time before he moved in last year. He told me that as long as I live in his house, I have to follow his rules. Here's the thing. My mom has told me several times that his name isn't on the lease and he doesn't pay bills. So I told him, actually, this isn't your house, it's my mom's house. So I'll follow her rules and she doesn't have a rule that says I can't be shirtless. So either start paying rent or shut your mouth and stop trying to dictate what I do with my body. He blew up saying how disrespectful I am that I can't treat my own father that way. I told him that my father is dead. I'll show him the same amount of respect he shows me. Then I went to my room. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I shouldn't have said that. So I'm not sure how to feel. Am I the jerk? I don't think they are, because it can't be that deep, especially because they're a sibling. They're a younger sister. It's not like we don't see that in magazines anyway, where people are like shirtless. It's like not even the same. It's not like they're exposing something inappropriate. It's just being shirtless, and it makes even more sense because it's hot and you're sweating and you probably just want to wear less layers in order to stop sweating so much. This is coming from a person who is very warm-bodied. Like, you want to wear as little layers as possible in order to keep your body regulated. So, and then to top it all off, they try to add another layer of authority on themselves, like, hey, I'm your dad, but you're not my dad? Like, you can't really be adding that sort of authority onto yourself when you don't have it yet. And then it has already been explained multiple times that you do not have that position, at least not to their face, but like has been explained, hey, they have no authority over you like they're saying they do. So they're already starting off pretty rocky, not just in the sense that they're trying to control the kid, but like also their partner, because they should have seen that like, hey, they're trying to dictate my kid and they're not digging it, they're not clicking with that, so like that's already an issue. I don't think they're the jerk in this situation. It seems pretty dumb. You know what I mean? Like, you make it make sense. Like, it's a little girl. Like, what do they care? They're probably worked up about toys anyway. So no, they're not the jerk. Moving on. Okay. I have read this over multiple times, but I keep running out of air and mess up my lines. So I'm going to summarize it. So essentially, what this person was doing, they're in a partnership with a man. Irrelevant. And okay, so their best friend got into an accident and injured his knee, so his friend is staying at the house of husband with wife, who was completely fine with him staying since he was injured and he lived alone. Point is, at the beginning she hadn't suspected that she would be taking care of this person so much because she cooks for him and she tends to his every need. Correct, and so on and so forth. He does this weird thing where, like, if she doesn't hurry to do his every command, like, oh, you were supposed to give me medication at, like, right now, but you took like 2 minutes, and he'll go tattletale on her with her husband, which is like strange. But she's like, okay, I'm putting up with it, right? And then she's like, I have this horrible toothache and I need to get this treated and it's very bad. I need to go to a dentist. And she told her husband this and she's like, it's very swelled up. It's like swollen. I need to go. And he's like, no. You can't go because you need to take care of my best friend who is injured and he can't take care of himself even though he's an adult. And he has taken weeks of recovery. So then he throws a fit, but this was a heads up, right? It was like a warning, like, hey, I still need to go to my dentist appointment, so, you know? And then the day of the appointment, she starts getting ready to go, and the best friend is like, where are you going? Aren't you supposed to take care of me? I'm gonna stay in the house by myself, and I am injured. And he's starting to throw a fit, saying, oh, I'm gonna snitch on you with your husband. And then her mom happens to be there, who, because she's gonna take her to a dentist and then, you know, back and forth, her mom steps in and says, you can't be talking to her like that because, like, you don't have any position to be talking to her that way. So on and so forth. They go to the dentist. The best friend snitches. He's like, oh, your wife left me and I didn't have anyone and I had to tend for myself. And then the husband comes back and he's all angry and he's like, why didn't you take care of my best friend? I couldn't have taken the time off from work and now I had to leave work early to take care of my best friend. And now they're in a dispute because he's like, oh, you coerced me, put me in a corner, so I would have to leave work and take care of my best friend. In summary, they're angry. So she's not, like, I put the story there in case you need to read it. Like, in my summary, I understand it. I could not read it. I kept trying to read it over and over. I kept running out of air. You're probably like,
But you literally could have recorded this like any other day.
No. I wanted to do this all because I kept putting it off. Anyway, I do not think she is the bad guy. I don't think she's the bad guy because from, if you understood my summary, the best friend, is the best friend of the husband. He's not best friends with the wife. Like, irrelevant. So why would she have to take care of someone who isn't really her responsibility? You know, she was just okay with him being there while he was injured, but like, no business whatsoever. Like, I'm not your caretaker, I'm just doing this out of courtesy because my husband is your best friend. But like, Like, why would I have to be doing all this stuff for you? You know, like, you're also an adult and you should be on your way to recovery. And from what I understand, the more you rest it, like, you aren't pushing for more healing. That's probably wrong. That's probably wrong. But what they told me when I was younger and I like hurt myself like on my knee or something, they're like, if you don't walk, si no caminas, así se te va a caer la pierna. Like your leg is gonna stay like that. It's gonna stay like this, and you're not gonna be able to fold it. Exactly that. If you scrape your knee and you don't move that leg, your leg is gonna stay like that because you didn't exercise your leg. So now you're gonna frozen leg. But what I'm trying to say is, like, I feel like he's making a situation look a lot worse because they mentioned in the story itself, not from my summary, that he had several weeks after this injury. So like, you should already, I don't know, be like limping around, like, or hopping around or using the sticks, you know. I don't know what they're called, crutches. You should be using the crutches, but you're not using them, or are you? Point is, I feel like he's abusing the hospitality they're offering him, which is like, for what? You know? Like, they're being courteous. And again, she's not your friend, the husband is your friend. So why are you doing that? And then when they say tattletelling, it makes me even more annoyed because like, the wife is not the responsibility of the husband. Like, there's some sort of parent or anyone to have authority over someone, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm your husband, so I can send you to do whatever I want because you're my wife. Like, no. No, as far as I know, relationships are supposed to be equal, you know what I mean? Like, and as soon as you see your partner being like, hey, I'm taking over something that is supposed to be your responsibility and I'm not really liking it anymore. Like, I put up with it for this long. Can you like at least do something about it? Or like, hey, let them know, like, oh, it's been great, you know, we helped you in the beginning weeks of your injury. Like, you gotta you gotta bounce. Like, you know, like, it's just so annoying because, like, I've seen and heard so many instances where a lot of the husbands like to impose their authority over a wife, and it's so annoying because, like, who do you think you are? Like, you're the husband, sure, but like, you're supposed to be equals and you're no one above. So maybe regroup, rethink. I don't know, just a thought. Because, like, from what I'm getting, this seems very, I don't know, very not well. I'm trying to use another word, but I don't know if it's appropriate to use on here, so I'm not using it. But we do not stand those type of men here. Gross. She's not the jerk. Absolutely not. 100% not. And then, like, her mom has to step in to defend her, and then he's like all indignado about it. Like, you're using your mom to defend yourself after we two go against you. Damn, for real, you're just making yourself a victim. Like, are you okay? Why? Like, who's the victim here? Who's trying to play the victim? It's so irritating. Like, and then to top it off, she was actually like injured, so then it's like, I'm gonna pay more attention to my friend's injury than my partner's injury. Cause like, she said it was swollen. She said like it was bad, that I need to go to a dentist right now. And he's like, you could literally hold it off because I want to prioritize my friend. In what world? make it make sense. Like, no, just no. And that was all. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was fun. Next time I film this, hopefully I don't have a stuffy nose and I can actually properly read the stories. That would be great. And I hope to actually make more of these. It would be fun. I really liked it. I really like chismes and dramatic stories. Like, you know, a little drama doesn't hurt nobody. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.